From Chicago streets to the courts beat, Sal Scott Dan on the podcast seat. Bulls breaking news, talking stats and views. Every player, every play, we never lose. Horns over hoops, where the Bulls troop. From game analysis to fan scoop.
What is good, Horniak Nation and Bulls fans worldwide, if there's any left for that matter? And welcome back to another fun episode of the Horns Over Hoops podcast. Full staff tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Berman, Sal Bass, and Dan Gracie, all united. The three strands of rope are finally back together. Dan was chilling on a cruise somewhere, and I couldn't be more jealous. But congrats on your honeymoon. Dan Gracie, how was your trip?
Thank you. It was fantastic. I highly recommend doing a cruise if you've never done it. Went to Puerto Rico, St. John's, and St. Martin. Yes, when we went to, I forgot what island it was, but one of the Virgin Islands is split up between the French and the Dutch, and that was really cool. We went on a French food tour. It was pretty cool. The only one that sucked was when we went to Puerto Rico. We were supposed to do a pirate tour, but this guy spent the entire time just talking about Bad Bunny, Airbnb, and YouTube. So, yeah, we complained about that and got 50% back. So,
Really?
all in all, yeah. At first, when we complained, they gave us 30, but then they called us a couple days later just to make sure that, like, we were okay with everything that they gave back. And like, my wife was on the phone, and you just hear me in the background just saying, like, no, I'm not okay with this. It fucking sucked. I was lied to. So, yeah.
Good
but
for you.
I do want to go back to Puerto Rico and just check it out for myself. The only thing that sucks is when you get off the boat, you only have like so much time before you have to get back onto the boat, or else you're SOL. And every excursion that we did, like by the time the excursion ended, it was pretty much time to get back onto the boat. So we didn't get a lot of time to just explore on our own. So, but all in all, it was dope. I loved it. When I came back to Illinois with all the snow and the cold, I was furious.
That was going to be my next question. Like, how did it feel leaving? And it was like 90 tropical swim shorts, and you come back and you have to wear every single piece of clothing in your luggage. But actually, better question. How did it feel having to pack for the trip home? Like, you had to pack clothes for the trip home because, like, you probably were just packing shorts and, Tommy Bahama shirts and, and then you're like, wait a second, I have to put a long sleeve shirt, jeans, a coat, because when we get back to Chicago, it's going to be freezing cold.
So I wasn't really thinking about all that. But I will say, so the boat every night is like slick casual or whatever. So I had my jeans when I left, and then I brought another pair of pants for like the fancy dinners that we went to on the boat and everything. By the way, definitely reserve at least one restaurant when you go on a boat, because oh my god, amazing. But yeah, when I came back, I had to buy, so they have stores on the boat as well, so I did buy at least a t-shirt from the cruise to wear back home, because I didn't have any like down thin shirts. There
you go.
So I had to get something. But yeah, I just wore blue jeans and my Carhartt hoodie and a t-shirt on my way home. And as soon as we landed in Chicago, I didn't want to get off the plane. I was like, no, can we just fly back to Florida? As much as I hate Florida, I'd rather be in Florida than Chicago.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah,
and let me tell you, it's cold. The garage of my house is cold right now, which is where I film now.
Yeah, and because of all the snow, we came home to that snow that hit us.
Yep.
My dad picked us up from the airport and drove us to my in-laws' house where my wife's car was. But on the way to my in-laws, he goes like, oh yeah, I stopped by your house and I made a path for Stephanie's car. And I was like, all right, cool. What a guy. And then I asked him, how much snow did we get in McHenry? And he said, oh, not a lot, just like 3 inches. Fucking lie.
There was at least 10 inches on the floor.
No, yeah. So
minimum.
we get So me and my wife, we get to our house, and it is seriously just a path, like it's a walking path pretty much that he made. It was like, this is not enough room. There's so much snow in our driveway. So after a long day of travel, we get home in the bullshit cold and snow. I just tell my wife, get in the house, bring the dogs with you, and I'll take care of everything else. So I do our driveway that night. I get out our luggage and I unpack. I was furious when I got home. That was one of the worst days of my life.
Well, welcome back to the good old.
Yeah.
You were in the US of A, but
I mean, I was also in the French, and I think it's a French-owned island.
French Caribbean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
I wish I'd pay attention in history.
I thought the Virgin Islands were split between U.S. and British, but I guess the French have some as well. I have
no idea.
Know. Yeah.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Scotty B chilling with that incredible Hartford Whalers hat on. Can we just take a second and just make it official? The Hartford Whalers logo is the best logo in sports history.
Yeah, I would agree. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, just the color scheme and the H and the W, whale tail and all. Dude, I love that logo.
And the Hurricanes should never use it. Just like the Oklahoma City should never use the Sonics logo. It's not their logo.
Thank you. Finally, some peace.
Has OKC done that?
I don't know if they've done it yet.
I don't think
they
they
still
will.
recognize as the Sonics.
Yeah, because they have the banners up.
But just wait. Just wait until a few seasons from now when they move the Grizzlies and the Pelicans to the east and they add the Vegas High Rollers and the Seattle Sonics.
Well, I thought
Vegas
you were
High Rollers.
I thought you were going to say when OKC has like 10 banners and they don't have room for the Sonics ones, so they put them away.
That's funny, but that's
that's most likely what's going to happen, though.
It's pretty good. Well, gentlemen, all three, welcome back. It's going to be kind of a different show. Still happy, but we've had a lot of negativity roll through the streets of Chicago's basketball teams in the form of we had a 5-game winning streak, and then we quickly went. We'll just say we're 10-14 now. So that just goes to show you how well the Bulls season's going. We've had everything from trade rumors to disgruntled players to non-confident coaching staff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and address the Bull in the room, but start the day off like we start every day off with a little Tuesday trivia. And gentlemen, today's Tuesday trivia is inspired because I'm feeling in the holiday spirit. The holidays are right around the corner. At Christmas, that is, for those who celebrate. Christmas is at time of this recording, 12 days away. Cue the 12 Days of Christmas song here. But today's Tuesday trivia question is, do either of you gentlemen know how many Christmas Day games the Chicago Bulls have played in the 60? They were 66 here. So in the almost 60 years. How many seasons or how many games have the Bulls played on Christmas?
9.
I'm going to say 10.
It's a lot more than 9. A lot more than 10. And I'll
25.
Getting closer. You were close. You're very close. Scotty B, before you answer, you look like a college assistant football coach right now.
Yeah.
Quarter zip.
Yeah.
The quarter zips back. The quarter zips back.
The
Just
quarter zips are
understand
back.
I'm looking at Scott like he's about ready to call a flea flicker and a reverse and, scream at Caleb Williams for something. But what's your guess?
30.
No. So the Chicago Bulls record, or I'll give you the record too. The Chicago Bulls have participated in 21 Christmas games, tallying up a record we have a winning record on Christmas of 13-8. All those happening in the glory days of the Jordan era, mostly. But 13-8, we've played in 21 Christmas games, which we have not been featured in very many Christmas games, certainly not this year.
And we probably won't for a while.
Imagine that being your Christmas present. You get to watch the Bulls on
Probably
Christmas
lose.
Day lose to a team with a 1 in whatever number record. Anyway, gentlemen, while we're here and we're talking about the catastrophe, the downfall of the Bulls here, we opened the season up, like I said, 5-0, and I know we've mentioned on other shows, but since then, it's been nothing short of a roller coaster of a season, and we've had a lot of negativity. Now, I'm going to try to stay as positive as possible on this situation, but after a while, you just got to accept the fact that certain things should just not be acceptable if you are a professional franchise, not just basketball, just in general. Gentlemen, I want to start off with the losing streak. What do you associate the most? What do you think affects the losing streak the greatest? The injuries, the team chemistry, the coaching staff? What do you think has been the biggest contributor to the downfall of this team so far?
I'm going to say it's a combination of injuries and just player confidence. Because I was on a boat for 2 weeks, I didn't get to see any of the games, but I did hear and confirm if this is true or not, because I don't know. I haven't talked to you guys about this, but I heard that after one of the losses that they had, Billy in a press conference said that this team isn't talented enough to play from behind or play catch up or something like that, or play like half-assed. I think that probably hurt the players a lot. Also with Vooch, after that Wizards game, acting the way that he was, which was justified, but at the same time, I'm sure we're going to talk about Vooch's play last night against the Charlotte Hornets. Like Vooch, you can't talk shit and then play like shit at the same time. Like that doesn't work. So I think it's a combination of those two things, and I also think it's more of, this team isn't a basketball team. It's more of a tourist attraction at this point.
I like that. I like that statement. All right. Coach Berman? I'm gonna call you coach for the rest of the day, man.
Seriously. Yeah.
For the rest of the day, you're just coach.
Change your name down from Scott to coach.
Coach. I'm pretty sure they talked about it last night. What the issue was is Chuck Swirsky went to Rome and gave the Pope a Bulls jersey, and then the Bulls have won 4 games since that, and that was November 5th. So clearly, Catholic God hates the Bulls. I'm pretty sure that's just the answer. The Pope's not actually a Bulls fan. He's just a Bears fan and a Sox fan.
And a Sox fan,
yeah.
It's
the Sox got the first pick, so yeah.
It's weird that you say
you can
that.
You can only put so much faith in Chicago and certain teams.
It's weird that you say that, because one of my coworkers who is a Bears fan was talking about the Bears, and I told him to shut the fuck up and everything. And then he tells me, I hope that the Pope condemns the Bulls to hell.
Someone already has. I mean, we're already, not to get biblical, but someone already has.
But the real reason, chemistry, it's not good. Io cannot start. I'm not saying it's because he's bad. He is such a good spark plug off the bench, and we don't have anybody else that can do that. Patrick Williams did it yesterday, which best game of his career probably yesterday.
For sure.
But not having that guy that pushes the rest of the bench killed us. Like, having him as a starter, it's just it's crazy that it's like we play better when he's our sixth man. Isaac Okoro, as much as he doesn't score, which he's getting a lot better, he just changes the game. He puts a lot of defensive pressure, and having him out has been rough. Vooch doesn't care. Vooch doesn't care.
1-6 without Okoro.
He can't get on offensive rebounds. He can barely get defensive rebounds now. He doesn't box anybody out. Jalen Smith got benched for some reason, and Billy wouldn't play him. So there's a lot of issues. I think Billy's just not the right coach for this team, but also I don't think this team's good. Modest, yesterday he got benched. He was playing pretty well, got benched. But also he's a defensive liability. So there's a lot of issues. You have statistically the worst offense in the NBA.
Yeah. I mean, I've been saying for a while now that we're the worst team in the NBA.
Well,
we are not the Clippers. The Clippers are the worst team in the NBA.
Well, currently the Clippers are. If you went a week back, we were the worst team in the NBA. I mean, you can make the argument for who's the worst team in the NBA, the Clippers or the Bulls, or the
I mean, here's the thing, like as far as offense goes, so right now our offense, as far as I'm tallying points per game, we're sitting at 118 points a game, which is good enough for 14th in the league, which is above, obviously it's above average, but our opponent's rank is 122. We allow 123 points a game, which is 27th in the league. So doing the math there, 118 to 123, we're losing by 5 points on a nightly basis, which is pretty accurate. We've been losing. We haven't really gotten blown out. I mean, the good teams have beat us pretty favorably. Like when we played Orlando the other day, they handled us pretty well. But the bad teams, they've been beating us by 5. So that's a highly accurate statement. As far as what's wrong with this team, I think this team is insanely checked out. I think that Vucevic, it was a ticking time bomb. I said it on the previous shows. When everyone is winning, because I said I wanted to see what this team looks like after they get their first loss of the season. We started the season off 5-0. Confidence was sky high. Everyone was high-fiving. Yeah, you're my boy. You know, we're going to take, you know, this is our year. You know what I mean? But then after the first loss, and, you know, I won't count that New York Knicks loss as the first loss because it was just inevitable. But after that, we came out kind of flat-footed to the 76ers. We had to battle back to win that game. And since then, it's been chaos. And the reason is I don't know if this team knows how to handle negativity so well. You saw it in the form of now we reverted back to our old ways where we have to fight and crawl and try our best to beat a team with 2 wins. Now, I will never go and say that every team, I'll say every team is beatable, the Bulls included, obviously, but the Bulls should not be looking at the schedule and say, oh, we got the Charlotte Hornets. Bet, you know, they won 2 games. We should handle this pretty well. We could take a night off. That should never be in the repertoire. The repertoire should be, we're playing the Hornets today. We better win by 30 and make a statement. And the Bulls don't have that characteristic to do that. Piggybacking onto that with Vooch, I had mixed emotions about that interview he did with Casey Johnson, because where I do think that there's a time and a place to do things, he also overstepped his boundary a little bit. Now, if he had a problem with it, you know, because you saw what happened. Jalen Smith, Matas are just like, hey, you know, we won. Be happy, be happy. And to an extent, you should, instead of like saying move, get out of the way, you know, like, you know, kind of be like, yeah. You know,
he shouldn't have been so public about it. He should have saved that shit for like the locker room.
Right.
That's
because what did you do? You publicly displayed on live TV that your locker room is a mess. Okay. And then coincidentally, the next game, what happens? Vooch gets hurt and is sitting out, which I think, you know, and again, this is allegedly in my speculation, I think Vooch wasn't hurt. I think Billy benched him and said, what the hell are you doing? How dare you speak ill of our team? Sit down. You know what I mean? And of course, we're not going to publicly say that we suspended Vooch for a game, because that just, any trade value we would have had on him would have been in the toilet. So we said, hey, he's hurt for a game. You know what I mean? Alleged. I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's a huge possibility. Other thing, injuries. We've had several injuries. Isaac Okoro, you mentioned. Coby White still one game he's here, one game he's not there. You know, Zach Collins just came back and you see what happened, but we've been a very injury prone team. If I had to make a Christmas list as what I want for Christmas as a Bulls fan, no more injuries would be at the top of this list. We've played 0 games as a full healthy team. And I think that's been our biggest Achilles heel. But to wrap it up, I won't ever say that somebody needs to lose their job. You know, I live by the motto of what goes around comes around. I'm not going to say Billy deserves to be fired, but I will say that this should be the year that the Chicago Bulls front office reevaluates the direction they really want to go in, because this team has proven they can win, but then they just dropped off a cliff for whatever reason. They just forgot how to play fundamental basketball. So this should be the year that they evaluate, is Billy the right coach going forward? A lot of good coaches out there. Is this the direction we want to go in? Because us Bulls fans can only take so much. Now, I mentioned it. What do you guys feel about, how do I put this into words here? We've had a lot of rumors lately, a lot of Bulls rumors about trades. I think we've played enough games to where we can finally say, we could start looking at how to make this team better. And what do you guys have to report on as far as rumors? I know Coby White's been in the rumor mill, but what would you like to see or not see for them?
I mean, I've gotten to a point. You mentioned that Bulls fan hit a breaking point. I reached my breaking point, and I didn't even see the Bulls for 2 weeks, and I already reached it. Like, I'm at that point. Like, I've texted you guys, just like, F it, let's just trade for AD. Like, it doesn't matter because like I said before, like, Jerry doesn't care about wins and losses. Like, this team to him is a tourist attraction place where tourists come, they see the Bulls, or even like people from like Oregon or other states come and see their team beat the Bulls. Like, that's where I'm at with it. So I, at this point, trade for AD, trade for Zion. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I mean, the team's checked out. I'm checked out, bro. I am so checked out. Like, my God, it's just embarrassing. So like, they need to do something to get like the diehard fans back on track, because I don't think I'm alone on being like the only fan that's like checked out on this team. And I also real quick want to say, I apologize for earlier this season saying that I do think that the Bulls are the team on the come up in the NBA this year. Clearly, I was dead ass wrong.
That it was the Detroit Pistons all along.
Yeah, it was.
No, everybody knew the Pistons were going to be good.
Yeah, but I thought we were going to be.
It's the Raptors.
I thought we were going to have our Indiana Pacers kind of moment where, like, all right, we were bad last year, but this year we're fucking killing it. But no, silly me, being a Bulls fan.
Honestly, I'm still going to say the biggest shocker of the year is the Celtics are third overall at 15-10. No, us included. Nobody predicted the Celtics to be that good, and they're currently sitting at third in the Eastern Conference. That's good for them, man.
And that's Boston for you.
That's Boston. Boston strong.
Or
Scotty B.
Shit, real quick. Even like, there's a slim to no chance of this happening, but at this point, even just go all in on Giannis. What do you have to lose?
Okay.
What do you have to lose?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Scott answer, and then I got my own comments on that one. Go ahead, Scott. What rumors have you heard? What would you like to see, Coach?
Well, let me respond to Giannis thing. Why?
Why?
What's the point? What?
So Jerry can make some money.
Why would we waste money on Giannis for a team that is not a Giannis away from winning a championship?
Oh, I know.
Not a Giannis away from being anywhere near the top of the East.
We're definitely not
why
even
make the trade?
And I don't think he would want to be here.
No, he does want to. I think he does want to be here. I think he likes Chicago.
Yeah,
really,
but he also
wants better than Milwaukee.
But he wants to win a championship.
Giannis wants to be in Greece. He wants to be in Greece.
Yeah.
He does not want to be in the U.S. anymore. But AD, the Mavericks are talking about possibly cutting him if they can't trade him. So I think he's just not physically able to play too, so he may retire. So we'll see about that. Zion, who I think they're ready to move on from Zion after how well Derek Queen has been playing.
Yeah.
And how injury prone he is. So I don't know about I wouldn't make a trade. Like at this point,
I wanted to draft?
I wouldn't make a trade this year to try to get a project player that may work out. I would make a trade for a player that has potential that just wasn't in the right lineup. Isaac Okoro type player. Or I know a lot of people don't like him because he's not really doing much in the Timberwolves, but Terrence Shannon Jr.'s name was floated with the Coby White trade. Maybe because I'm an Illinois fan and I watched him play, that I think he would be good. Like, he's not a G League player, and I think he's a decent bench player. He's just not getting enough playing time, and we don't have enough bench scorers that I think he would be good on this team.
I like the subtle look at the Illinois logo after you mentioned that.
Right.
Maybe I'm an Illinois
team.
You don't say.
Illinois. Yeah, bring as many Illini on this team as possible.
Might as well.
No, I like Terrence Shannon Jr.
I'd be fine.
He's
with
good.
Shannon.
Yeah, but we need Shannon, Rob Dillingham. I want no part of that kid. I will stop watching games if we trade for him. I'm done with the Bulls.
That's a project player.
I don't want Rod Dillingham. He is terrible.
Yeah, he's having an off year.
We need a pick, at least a first round pick or something. I think they would be willing to give it up just because it's going to be a late first round. Mm-hmm. But also, Coby White's been terrible. He's shooting under 30% from three, and he's shooting 8 threes a game.
Oh, mm-hmm. I was waiting for someone to hit that stat. Yep.
He is not playing well. And the problem is he's shooting like 70% when he goes for a layup, but he just decides, hey, I'm going to take a 3 from Denzel range just randomly.
Denzel range. Yes.
He just does it. He pulls up and does it. And really, that's the reason why we lose all these games, because all of a sudden we get down and they're like, oh, let's just take a bunch of panic threes instead of keep driving and scoring. That was last night. We came back because we took out Vuce, who didn't play down low, and we started playing down low and we started driving. So I don't know how much trade value Coby even has now because he's struggling to shoot. But again, last year, same thing, beginning of the year, he couldn't shoot.
While we're on the subject of Denzel range, the holiday seasons are right around the corner. If you'd like to purchase a hat or hoodie or a ugly Christmas sweater featuring the logo of your famous and most favorite podcasts of all time, head on over to www.denzelrange and buy them. Your loved one or yourself will thank you.
I totally forgot that we have a Christmas sweater. You know what? Fuck it.
He wore it last week.
I wore it last episode. It's just I had to clean it, and I really didn't like what it did to my body. Like you could see every fold.
Was it toy?
It was you could see every fold, and I put on a little bit of weight, put on a little dad weight. So
a little holiday weight.
Yeah. Rumors. Did anyone mention that we are back in the running for Jonathan Kuminga? Allegedly. I'd like to.
I don't think I saw a little something about that. But yeah, I'm okay without Jonathan Kuminga. Like I saw the Sabonis thing, and like we were talking about it yesterday on Discord and everything. I'm fine with that trade, and I would also think it would be hilarious if the Kings had Zach, DeMar, and Vooch. I think that would be just the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. As much as I want Sabonis, man, I feel like when you trade for Sabonis, you're just getting a rejuvenated Vooch. Like Sabonis, if we trade for Sabonis, we're basically getting
Vooch in his prime.
Again,
a younger Vooch.
Yeah, you're getting a younger Vooch when he got traded to the Bulls in the first place, which, albeit, look at what happened to Vooch. He went on to, like we said, as much as we hate on the guy, he's going to go down as a top 5 Bulls center of all time. So, but I want a real center, man. I want a real big shot blocking, rebound grabbing. I want a 3 inches taller Jalen Smith as my center. Like if Jalen Smith was 3. Again, I want a real center. But we mentioned it earlier, and I think now is a good time to touch on it because we haven't touched on it and everyone else has. So the Chicago Bulls allegedly received all allegedly received a phone call from the Milwaukee Bucks saying, hey, Luke Canellis reported this, so I'm going to throw names out there, that the Chicago Bulls denied any sort of trade talk with the Milwaukee Bucks to acquire MVP, NBA champion, all-star Giannis. And
you forgot top 3 player in the league.
Top 3 player in the league, Giannis, and one of the most dominant players in the league. The Chicago Bulls said, now we're good. I like the 10 and 14 core that we have coming up right now. Sky, you touched on it. So Dan Gracie, what can you make of this rumor? Because again, we don't know what happened. We just heard that the Bulls allegedly turned down any sort of talks with them. So what do you make of this? And was that a boss move or a soft move by the Bulls?
I think it's a fair thing to say because like I'm not too smart on like the money situations and all that stuff, like the second apron and everything. But I do think like, because I'm hearing like the team I want Giannis to go to is the Spurs, and I've heard that the Spurs have even turned down a Giannis trade. And I can't help but think that all these teams that are turning down Giannis trades is because of the second apron and how the CBA is structured now and everything. So I'm guessing it has to do with money. I'm fine without Giannis, mainly because if Giannis did come to this team, we would fail him immediately. Like, go ahead and try, do it. It'd be cool to see Giannis in a Bulls jersey, and I would be able to throw that in my dad's face, and I would think it would be hilarious. And I would definitely buy a Giannis jersey and everything. But at the same time, as an organization, we would fail him immediately, and we would fail him harder than the Bucks are failing him now. And I don't even think the Bucks are even failing him that bad.
Yeah. Good answer. Scotty B, we know what you would say, and my reasoning would be I did not think of it until I heard the way. This is why I like the coach. The coach looks at both sides of the coin. Coach knows, man. When I first heard this, I thought it was bullshit. I'm like, there's no way that the Bulls get a phone call, because think about it. If you get a phone call from a team, you automatically have the upper hand in the trade agreement, because if you're the one making the call, I want to know how many teams have actually won the trade that have initiated the phone call. So just think, I don't want to say they're desperate, but they're calling the Bulls, hey, what do you want? What does that tell you? That means that Giannis secretly probably had some say in, hey, why don't you make a call down to Chicago? Okay. But again, to coach's point, we're not one Giannis away from winning the championship. We're not two Giannis's away from winning the champion. We have a whole laundry list of problems. And I feel like a Giannis acquisition would just derail any rebuild hopes that we might have, because now instead of focusing on rebuilding this team so that we're good for many years, now we're just going to be focused on, for the next 2 to 3 years, let's try to see if we can get Giannis and maybe another superstar to come to Chicago so we can make one half-ass push for a championship. So soft move or boss move? I'm going to say it's a boss move, because not only did he say we don't want Giannis, he actually even said we like the core that we have in Chicago. And I think that little bit of confidence, if you are members of the Chicago Bulls team and you hear your GM say, I don't want the best player in the world because I have faith in my team, that's a nice feeling. So I'm going to say great move on Arturas, but I also don't believe that transpired. I think that we shot a couple little, all right, we'll give you this and this and this, and then that was it. You know what I mean? Scotty B, Coach B, I got to remember to call you Coach today. What do you got?
Giannis has been crying about this team for a while and like talking about a trade for a while. Why are you signing an extension last year? It's
Money.
that simple. Why did you sign an extension if you thought this team wasn't good enough?
Money.
I don't want to hear this crying. I'm sick of it. It's that James Harden, same thing over again. Sign a contract. Oh, the team's not good enough. I want to leave. You get paid too much money. Don't sign the extension. Go somewhere else. It's that simple. So I don't want to hear it from Giannis.
It's all.
I don't want to hear it from Giannis. I don't care. I don't want him on our team. I would love him on my team. Also, I don't want to pay him $60 million a year. We cried about paying
Zach
$100 million for Josh Giddey.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just going to give $50 million up for Giannis. We gave up that money for Levine, and we were mad about it. Giannis is also over 30. So how many more years is he going to play at that top level? He keeps getting hurt, but we are not in the time frame of a Giannis can help us win a championship. So don't waste your time. Don't make those picks. It's also rumored that it's several years of first round picks that need to be involved.
Yeah.
Because the Bucks don't have any first rounders for 4 years or something like that, I think.
Yeah, we don't even make that move. They are, and the Bucks already told him, we're not going to move you till the end of the season.
Well, and that's why I had mentioned, like, it makes no sense to give up the world for just a couple half-ass pushes for a championship, because as much as we wanted to not admit it, having Giannis on your team, I'm not going to say it instantly puts you in title contention, but it definitely gives you, putting him with a Josh Giddey, because I'd imagine Josh Giddey would be the only one staying on this team after that. Pairing Giddey with Giannis automatically puts you in top of the Eastern Conference and battling for playoff spots and going deep in the playoff. Certainly not title contention, but it makes your team a lot better. But the problem with that is like you said, we're going to have to give up picks just to do a couple years of a half-ass push for a championship that might not even happen, just to get us Chicago Bulls fans' hopes up, only to fail miserably. Because I don't think that Giannis alone wins us a championship. And to the coach's point, if he's making $60 million a year and we have money tied up in Giddey, who is going to come here to help? You know what I mean? Who's going to come here to help? How much money will we have to go after the next piece? You know what I mean? So again, I don't like the Giannis move salary wise, but I do like the Giannis move in a sense of I would love to see that guy. He's messed us up so many times in a Bucks uniform. I would like to finally see him in a Bulls jersey. You know what I mean? So that's all. The last thing I want to talk on before we move on to Coach Agories or Scott Agories is it's gonna be Coach Agories today. Is this? Do you think that because we're now 25 games into the season, we're about a third of the way, they're a little over a third of the way there. Do you think that this is a fair sample size? Like, do you think that the Bulls finally have hit their rhythm and we're just not that good of a team? Because I guess a good way to rephrase that is the Bulls showed flashes of being a good team at the beginning of the season. We've since tapered off and kind of established ourselves as a team that needs a little bit of work. And my question to you guys is, do you see any hope of seeing the same sky-high confidence team that we saw earlier in the season?
I still think we're going to finish around the 6-7 seed when it gets all said and done. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I know at the beginning of the season, we said we're going to be, I think we said like 5th or 6th, and I've slide that down to 6-7. 6-7.
Oh,
I didn't mean that was not planned at all.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's hard to like truly believe because we literally just had like the easiest part of our schedule and we dropped the ball so hard. It's hard to have faith in this team, but I mean, I'm a fan, so I will always have some faith at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, some changes have to be made. I don't know if they need to have like a players only meeting or something or what, and just get like their shit, just to get their shit together, like call all each other out on all their bullshit and figure it out. I don't know if Billy needs to be there or not. Shit, I don't even know. Like AK needs to be there, but like we have a lot of work to do before we can actually say like, yes, for sure, contenders. I wouldn't be surprised if we're in the play-in again this year, or even if we actually finish 9th at the end of the day with the same record we had for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna take some work, like you said. Yeah, I can see that. Coach, is there any hope that this team is good again? I laugh, but it's sad. I laugh, but it's sad.
Yeah. We are starting to finally get healthy. And really, the reason I'm saying yes is because of yesterday's game. Not the fact that it was a close game, but the fact that we saw Billy see how Vuce was playing and sat him down for almost 2 quarters. And he's finally starting to hold these guys. If he continues doing that, if you're playing like shit, get the hell out of the game because someone else is going to go in there. Because we've talked about it in previous games where Jalen Smith comes in and he's tearing it up and then he just sits him and lets Vuce come back and do nothing. So if he's willing to sit players down that even if they make money and they're veterans and go with a hot player, then yes, I think we can come back and start winning some games. And hopefully we're not playing these last minute games like we've been doing for the last month. Yeah. Like, I think we can be a decent team. We're nowhere near going to be we're still going to be a play-in team. Like, watching the rest of the East, we're not better than probably 8-9 teams are probably better than us.
Well,
you see how I did that, Dan? You see how I did that?
8-9.
Not 6-7, you idiot.
8-9.
Yeah. That's great. Well,
yeah.
I'm looking at
the
teams in the East. We're 11th right now, and
yeah,
every team that's below us has beat us. So how do you say you're better than the 6 teams that are not under 500, under 250 that have beat us?
Because they're not better than the teams above them.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can still win these games. We play well against better teams. I understand that we have a stretch coming up against like the Cavs and the Hawks and things like that. I think we can take a couple of those games. And especially if Zach Collins starts playing more and more. Hopefully he didn't get injured. I know he was like holding his wrist yesterday. Hopefully he's still able. And if we get Ayo Dosunmu coming off the bench as that spark plug, I think we can start winning some more games. Isaac Okoro, if he stays healthy, I think we can do well. But hopefully Coby actually starts learning how to shoot threes or stop shooting threes altogether and just keep driving, because he's one of the best driving guards in the league. But I really think that we can win some games. I've seen this is about the worst they could be, but I think we're hopefully in a bounce back because we're starting to get healthy again.
I like that. About to blow your minds with this one. You know what what's gonna take to see the Bulls be good again? Okay. Let me ask you another trivia question here.
Is his name Cam Boozer next year when he's on the Bulls? Yeah.
No, his name is
the Booze
AJ
Cruise is
Debanza.
back. The Booze Cruise is back.
It's like the booze dinghy. It's not even the cruise. It's the dinghy. It's a little boat. It's
Cam Boozer. Cam Boozer is going to be
Boozer.
better than his dad. He's
sure.
good.
Not better
He's
than
gonna be
AJ.
better. I don't know. Cam Boozer's really good. You could take those top 3 players. The kid from Kansas too. He's really good.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of good players coming in this draft.
Talent.
So AJ Vance is good, but also BYU is. I don't. They're fine. Like I think he runs a lot more of that team than what Cam Boozer does at Duke. But Cam Boozer's going to be good.
He is going to be good. Do either of you know how to calculate an imaginary statistic that the Bulls live and die by called pace? Do you guys know how to calculate pace?
I can't calculate anything. I'm terrible at math.
So pace in the NBA is calculated by the following formula. It is the team's possessions and opposing team's possessions added together, divided by 2 times the minutes played, divided by game of minutes, then divided by 48. I'm not going to repeat that. Google it. Okay. So as you know, the Bulls like to live and die because we lead or top 5 in the NBA in pace. Cool. We are a bunch of kids. We are one of the youngest teams in the league, with our oldest player being Vuce. We should be running the pace. The problem with running the pace is we turn the ball over too much. We don't know what to do with pace. The Bulls literally, it's like owning a Ferrari, but not knowing how to drive stick shift. Okay. That's the Bulls right now. We turn the ball over way too much. The Bulls need to revert back to fundamental basketball, slow the game down. I've seen it far too many times. Why is it that we have a 15 point lead and then all of a sudden it disappears? I'll tell you why. Because we try to go too fast and we make careless mistakes. We give up second chance points. If you are, what? If you're controlling the game,
Scott's name.
Slow
Scott's
it down.
name.
Scott Berman, coach. Scott finally changed his name. But if you're controlling the game, slow it down. Basketball is not a game of see who can make it to this point threshold first. It's 48 minutes. The more you slow the game down and take time off the clock, that lessens the opposing team's chances to get back in the game. But if you're just inbounding the ball, making a 3/4 court pass or a blind pass up to a defender or up to a player with a defender streaking and turn the ball over, you're giving the other team that much more possessions. So the fact that we take pride on being a team built on pace means nothing to me. Okay. Instead of being the fastest team in the league, be the most efficient team in the league.
There you go.
Play fundamental basketball. Slow the game down. When you have a 12-point lead, that should be your time to run plays. Run plays. Don't just hoist threes willy-nilly and not even get the offensive board just for the sake of being a team that's in the top 5 in pace. I hate that statistic, and I hate that we got introduced to that statistic because now the Bulls run wild with it. Like I said, we lead the league in pace. We got to run. We got to shoot. We got to run and shoot. Well, maybe we'll tire the other team out. Well, guess what? The other team isn't getting tired out. As a matter of fact, they're the ones slowing the game down and taking the better shots and grabbing the offensive boards. They're doing it better than us.
It also looks like the Bulls are gassing themselves out.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
It's ridiculous. Like, how is this going to be your identity when you can't even do your own identity?
Yes. The Bulls need a lot of things. A lot of things. But the first thing we need to do is, before we talk about firing this guy, trading this guy, missing GMs, we need to reevaluate the way that we play basketball, because you can have the best players on your team, but if you just run the plays like they have been running, even the best players in the league will look like crap on this team. Start playing fundamental basketball, and you'll start seeing some success, unless this team isn't capable of it.
Sal, you were talking about pace. One thing the Bulls do, they may be the fastest getting up the court. They have to be the slowest team going back.
Yes.
How often is just one player just jogging back down the court?
Yes.
And some guy's wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have great pace and it'll wear teams down. But if you're not getting back, who cares?
It happened
giving up the basket. You're giving the basket right back up.
It happened last night with when Coby
Jalen
was
Smith.
on that. Well, no, Coby was on that fast break and Matas was just like jogging behind him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
New drinking game, or
no.
Adults.
I have to function after Bulls games usually. I can't do this.
That is true.
How many easy baskets are given up because someone's not back or they're yelling at the ref?
Be hammered by the
take a shot every time you hear Stacey King say the words get back, take a shot. Because that man says get back so many times and nobody listens. Like you said, they're so slow getting back. It's like they celebrate every basket. Like, you made the basket, get back and stop the other team from scoring.
They're also falling back into that old habit of not feeding the post. Like there's times where, like, I know we've been shitting on Vuce on this episode and everything, but there's times where Vuce or Collins or Smith will have a guard on them, post it up, and for some reason either we drive the ball or we just chalk up a three. Come on, guys. Like, our basketball IQ is just in the shitter.
Yep, I agree. Again, before you want to talk about trading for superstars and wasting more money and potentially giving up picks, how about we try reevaluating how we play the game? And that falls on the shoulders not just of Billy Donovan, but the players themselves too. Billy, recognize that if the game is moving too fast for your players, there's no shame in slowing it down. You know what I mean? No one has ever gotten disrespected for being the slowest team in the league. Just be efficient. Like,
do you remember the grit and grind Grizzlies?
Yes.
That team was sick.
Yes. So I'm saying, like, this is why I love 80s and 90s basketball, because the game was slowed down. We played efficiently. There's nothing in the NBA rulebook that says you have to score 140 points a game. The Pistons of the 05 era, they won the championship. They held their teams under 70 points to the point where the first team that scored over 70 points, I forgot who it was, they were celebrating like they just won the title because they had eclipsed 71 points. That's the game that the Bulls, and again, a lot of people will say that game is gone and over with, but is it? Or is it that just no teams are strategizing around that anymore? Play defense, slow the game down, just win games. Don't win games by 40, 50, 30, 20. Just win games. In the end of the day, you win by 1 point, you get the win. Slow the game down, play better basketball. That's my opinion. Gentlemen, we have one game before the release of this recording. It comes tomorrow at the hands of the New Orleans Pelicans, another team that we played and didn't handle very well despite not having a great record. We get to see rookie sensation Derek Queen, like we had mentioned earlier in the show, in full swing against our fresh off of one win Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
What is you guys' prediction? Do you see a win or do you see a loss? And if so, how do you feel about it? Dan Gracie, we winning or losing?
I mean, I'm hoping for a win, but I can see us losing. I'll just leave it at that. It's hard to tell with this team, but I will say because of last night's game, we should win. I'm hoping that we did get some of our confidence back with the last win and everything. So yeah, I'll say a win.
Okay, Coach, what do you got?
Pelicans put up a lot of points. Jingle. They have been put, like, basically since Derek Queen has kind of been put more into the lineup, they've been putting up a lot of points. I'm not saying it's just him. I think it's just Zion's been out too, but I hope we can win, but they've also been playing just as bad as us. So I don't know. It's up in the air. if
Who
we could shut.
Sorry.
What?
Who has the better defensive ranking? It's probably the Pelicans.
No, we do, because the Pelicans give up 124 points a game and we only give up 122. So not by much.
It'll be a close game.
Yeah.
Plus we have a quarterback.
I'm not going to say they're both going to have a good time. They're going to have fun.
There you go. Wins and losses don't really.
They're going to have fun. Yeah, as long as they have a good time. No, I really don't know who. I hope we win, but
it's hard to tell. With this
every
team.
time I say the Bulls are going to win, they lose.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer predicting if they're going to win or lose. I just want to see
good
certain
basketball.
players do more things. Yeah, I want to see better basketball. I want to see Zach Collins get out there more. I want to see, hopefully, Io's back. I don't know how injured he is. If Okoro can stay out there, that kid he's got a motor on him, and he's actually attacking, like trying to get offensive rebounds, getting down low. So, I hope we win.
You know what would be really cool is if next game Zach Collins starts over Vuce.
That's a statement move right there.
I don't think it would happen.
I
think
don't
Jalen Smith would start over him, if anything.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Regardless, have Vuce come off the bench next game.
That's a statement game.
I
wish.
Well, for that piss poor play
I'm
he
fine
made
with
last
it.
night, like, come on, Vuce, like that terrible pass, and then you let a point guard pick it off, and then he misses it, and the point guard gets the rebound. Like, Vuce didn't even box him out or anything. He just let it happen. Like,
He's checked out.
You're a vet. Yeah, for sure. That's an understatement.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Do I think they're going to win? I think they have the realistic capability of winning. I mean, a team that beat you the first time, if you really study the film and correct the errors that you made against the previous game, especially with, Zion being up in the air if he's playing or not, because Zion was a big reason why we lost that game. I think if he's not playing, we win the game. I don't know, because you got to think, I even stopped this year. Let me put you this way. I know we still do it, but this year has been the hardest years to be a Bulls fan because of, I think it's because of the start, but content creation has been in the tubes. Like, there's no motivation to do anything. Like, it's so hard.
It's not just us, Sal. It's like,
yeah,
it's all of them.
No, it's everyone.
We're all struggling.
I stopped doing keys of the game because it's like, this team is so inconsistent that even the keys are like, how do you not do this? Like, I can't give you just basic keys. Like, the only other key I can give you is score more points than the other team. Like, and like I can't even break this team down anymore. But I think we survive. I think coming off of a win, we got Ice back, we got Trey Jones back. I think that this team could come out of New Orleans with a win. I think we're at home, but where are we? Are we at home? No, we're at home. Yeah, I think we could come out of Chicago with the win, and I say we win. I think it's going to be under 10. I think it'll be another battle, but I think we win and go on a 2-game winning streak. Yay.
Yay.
Gentlemen, my favorite part of the show, and we haven't played this in a few weeks because Dan Gracie's been out of the country. Categories or Scotchagories now, because think Scott, from now on, you're just going to be referred to as the coach, because you are now required. Your uniform is now a quarter zip and a hat the entire time. Like, that's just you. Categories. What do you got for us, Scott, coach?
All right. This first one, Bulls currently have 5 players on their team shooting above 40% from 3. So I went back and looked. Since 2005, there have been 23 occurrences of a player shooting above 40% in a season from 3. Can you tell me who they are?
Dan, I'll let you go and get your boy out of the way. You know who you want to say. Not Steve Nash, because he has not.
Steve Nash was not on the Bulls, Dan, so that is wrong.
Yeah, so we're guessing what players shot above 40%?
For a season on the Bulls.
For a season.
It happened 23 times player
Korver.
since 05. Kyle Korver has done it one.
There you go.
Hold on. Let me see.
Lincoln
Kyle
Park
Korver
fans.
did it one.
Fellow Lincoln Park fan. Yeah.
Two. Oh,
I love
hold
New
on.
Lincoln Park, man. I'm sorry. I don't care if I'm alone. I love New Lincoln Park.
Scientology, man. It's the
One,
shit.
two.
I don't know about
Kyle Korver did it 3 times.
3 times. Okay.
He had
Is this
43% in 11-12, 41.5 in 06-07, and 41.5 again in 10-11. All right, what
Are
was
we
your
just
question?
doing 3 or field goal percentage?
3-point percentage
Okay.
of above 40% for the season
Since 08, right?
since 05-06.
05. Sorry. I don't think
Okay.
that was on.
Noach was already gone, so I'm not going to say Noach. I'm sure Zach Levine did it.
Zach Levine did it. Let's see. 1, 2. He's done it twice. He is actually the second highest. He shot 44.6% last year.
So you guys are telling me that Steve Nash was not on this team?
Fortunately,
Dan
not.
loves his Steve Nash.
I own 0 Steve Nash jerseys. This is the irony of it all.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
Christmas is around the corner.
You should get a Team Canada Steve Nash jersey.
I did.
You
So
should.
my brother-in-law, on his wish list, he put 2 Luka Doncic jerseys. The Lakers put the gold and the purple one. So I put.
Please tell me you're getting them an Austin Reeves jersey instead.
No, I don't.
Be
I
like,
don't,
sorry, I thought this was the white guy you wanted.
I don't have them. We're doing Secret Santas, but I put a Luka Doncic Mav jersey in my wish list, so I'm hoping I get that. Anyways, is a shot in the dark because I can't really think. When I think of the Bulls, I don't think of 3-point shooting, so this is like hard. But I'm gonna say Kobe.
That's a good.
Coby White has never shot above 40%.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Coby
No, I
White
gotta-
is like a 35% shooter at best.
For the steal, shoot. Man, since 05, 06. So I know, like, you know what?
Even if Sale wins, can I get one? Can I just say a
Yeah.
player's name after I'm okay?
Okay, I'm torn between 2 players, either Luol Deng or Kirk Heinrich. I don't know when Kirk Heinrich was off the team, but I know that since 05, he's been on the team.
It would be a safe bet, though.
That's exactly, yeah. Lou would be my safe because he was an accurate 3 shooter, and Kirk took a lot of 3s. So Luol Deng, final answer.
Luol Deng is not on this list.
Yep.
What?
Dan's
Okay,
Luol
back.
so-
Deng has never. He only shot. Hold on a second. Oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you this. They needed at least 100 attempts a season.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Luol Deng did it once, but he did not shoot 100 attempts.
Oh, come on.
So I don't know if he was on the Bulls in this time frame that you gave us, or if he even shot. What'd you say? 100 attempts or whatever.
At least 100 attempts. Just because when I was making this list, there were some players that shot like 20 or 30, and they were above.
Yeah.
Like Kurt
Or
Thomas.
there's Kurt Thomas.
I'm gonna say I don't know. Again, I don't know if he was part of the team in 05, but John Salmons.
John Selmans is on this list.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good guess. Very good guess.
40
Very good. Good. Yep. Great guess. Good. Was Kirk Heinrich on the list? Because that's
Kirk
I mean, I know I lost.
Heinrich
but
just say
is
Kirk
on this
Heinrich.
list. You didn't lose though.
But you're
Yeah,
still
I did.
in.
I was out because I got it wrong. Dan gets back in.
Yeah, but then
Dan went first.
Go until we
Heinrich.
get fine.
So-
Kirk Heinrich.
Yeah.
there you go.
30 08 09.
There you go.
Jimmy G buckets.
That's a good one.
He is not
I
on
know
this
he-
list.
I didn't think so. He's not a good shooter.
He wasn't he couldn't
would
shoot when he was on the
three.
Bulls.
All right. For the win.
Pau Gasol.
No, I know who I'm going to say. I don't want to say it, but I don't want to
Just say it.
Just say it.
I'm not going to say it.
Just say it. You're gonna win.
No, actually, no. I'm going to lose with that one, so I'm not going to say it. But just remind me to come back to it. Niko Mirotic.
Niko Mirotic is on this list.
I forgot about him.
42.9 in 17-18.
Yes. The player I was going to mention was Doug McDermott, but he's not.
I don't
on
think
the
he's
list.
gonna be on. Yeah, I don't think he was on the list. Yeah, he was shit when he came to Chicago when we drafted him.
Isn't it Dan's turn?
Dan's out.
I'm out.
Doug McDermott was on this list.
Wow.
Shit, I would have won twice. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Doug McDermott, 42.5 in 15-16. So the list, Etuan Moore.
ET phone home.
He shot the highest at 45.2. Ben Gordon was on this list 4 times.
Yeah,
Forgot about
Sal,
Ben
I'm
Jordan.
super surprised you didn't say Ben Gordon.
Forgot about Ben Jordan.
Lonzo Ball was on this list. Patrick Williams was on this list. He shot 41.5 in 22-23. Yeah.
How legit is this list now? I'm questioning this list.
Yeah.
DJ Augustine. Patrick Williams is a good 3-point shooter. Understand that.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he doesn't take many, but right now
9.
he's shooting like 42% from 3.
Yeah.
DJ Augustine. Alex Caruso is on this list.
Oh, yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense. 3-and-D.
Mike Dunleavy.
Yeah. Mike Dunleavy.
Yeah,
Nate
that was
Robinson.
the other guy.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson.
Odasumu. Lauri Markkanen. And Vucevic shot above 40% last year.
I was going to say Vooch, but I keep forgetting
forgot.
that Vooch can shoot threes. Like, can.
Yeah.
Because last year he started the season out like, what was it? 2 seasons ago it was like 29%.
He like his worst career shooting ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Even when Vooch was averaging 40% from beyond the arc, I still cringed whenever he shot a 3. I'm not gonna lie.
Agreed. Anytime he was wide
Even
open, I was just like, don't do it. Don't you fucking
Even
do
the
it.
game winners. Even the game
Yeah.
winners that he's hit, it's like, shit, why Vooch? Why Vooch? Okay, it went in. All right, cool. Number 2, Scott.
All right. This next one is there has been 22 players on the Bulls since all these have been since 05-06. So I just did the 20 years that have had 60 or more dunks in a season for the Bulls. Patrick Williams is not on this list. Congrats. He probably missed 60 dunks.
Batas Buzelis. He did it last year. I know for a fact.
How many dunks?
60.
60
Buzelis
dunks
is
in
not
the
on this
season?
list.
What? He did it last
Yeah, he
year.
is. Sorry, he did 65 last year. You're right. You're right.
I was obviously Derrick Rose.
By the way, he has 17 right now leading the team. He's on pace for like 61, 62.
Yeah, he's a dunker,
Do you guys,
man.
who do you think the second place is for the Bulls?
Oddly enough, it's probably Jalen Smith
Derrick Jones Jr.
or Josh Giddey.
Julian Phillips.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, okay.
J Pip. I love my guy. That dude, I love Julian Phillips, man. And when you said since how long?
05-06. Dan, what'd you say?
I said Derrick Rose, not Derrick Jones Jr.
Derrick Rose is not on this list.
What
He didn't really dunk. He did layups and
He did
floaters.
layups,
Floaters, yeah. I just,
All right.
God damn it.
For the win?
Go for it, Sal.
For the
Go
win?
for it. You could say Derrick Jones Jr. You could say Zach LaVine. You could say.
I'm torn between Zach LaVine and Jimmy Butler because I know those two dunked a lot of balls. Come on. I'm going to have to say, Jimmy Butler fetched a lot of lobs. What is with me and a lot of stuff?
You're saying a lot.
You know what? Let's just go Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy
So
Butler
sad.
is on this list. He is only on here once.
My goodness. thank
He had
goodness.
69 and 15-16.
Was what's his face on there? Since
Who?
I won already, what
Derek?
the one I just mentioned? No, it was
Zach
either
LaVine?
Jimmy or Zach. Yeah,
Zach is on here 1, 2, 3
yeah.
times. The most he
So, yeah.
had was 89.
wow, that's like a dunk and a half a game. Impressive.
Sounds about right
All right.
for Zach.
All right.
Who's the
gonna-
other ones?
Since Dan lost very quickly, we're still going to do the third one.
Welcome back, Dan.
Because so Tyrus Thomas had 106 dunks. That's the most in 08-09.
I mean, that was
Luol
just a whole
Deng.
bag.
In 06-07 had 90,
Dang.
which
Luol
good for
Deng?
him.
Really
Yeah.
good for him.
Taj Gibson 89 in 13-14. Noah had
I was about to say
88. I'm
Joe.
surprised you guys didn't say Noah because
I don't
he
really
was
remember
dunk. That's
Noah's
all
a
he did was
dunker.
dunk.
My
Yeah.
dumbass thought of Derrick Rose when I thought of mean,
That's
nasty
because you-
dunks instead of I
because he
forgot
was doing
that all he
flashy
did
dunks.
was floaters. He just loved
because
the
all you
floaters.
see the highlights are is his dunks.
Yeah.
But he didn't really dunk.
No.
He was just
layupper.
crazy layups. Tyrese Thomas is on here twice. Noah is on here 3 times. Wendell Carter's on here.
Mm-hmm.
Taj Gibson's on here 3 times. Drummond is on here twice.
How
Tyson
often
Chandler.
is
Wendell
Powell
Carter
on this list?
Powell is not on here.
I didn't think
Wendell Carter.
too soft.
Real quick, Wendell Carter is my idol right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then Lauri Markkanen is the other one that I didn't mention. So Taj Gibson is actually on here the most. He's on here 5 times because that's all Taj did is dunk.
Except that one time where he did a tip in for that game winner against the Lakers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was at that game.
All right.
Good
do we
list.
want to do the third one, or do you want to just go to the?
Let's go to the fun one. Let's save the because
Are you sure,
told me
Sal,
I
it's
hate
your-
this one.
No, it's going to be your favorite one.
All right, let's do that, and let's not do the fun one then.
All right, that's fine.
So this is the one that Sal's gonna hate.
No, Sal's going to
Yeah.
love this one.
But are we doing this for competition, or can we both answer? Since
Yeah, you guys can both answer. We'll skip the
All right,
fun
cool.
one. I'll do that one next time because that one doesn't
All right.
matter.
all right,
Since 05-06, could you tell me the players that have made the most field goals in overtime? I did this
Why am I
because
gonna hate
all
this
Sal
one?
does is you love this. I said you're going to love this one because all you do is talk about, the Bulls are going to overtime.
yeah,
Every time. Every game.
Yeah,
it's overtime.
no, every game, just like we're gonna win. It's gonna go to OT.
we're gonna do
Overtime.
overtime.
So there's
I have not been
15
off.
players I have that have made at least 10. They've made at least 10
10
field goals.
points?
They've made at least 10 field goals since 05-06 in overtime. It's not in a season. It's just overall as a Bull.
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose is second. He has made 36 of them.
DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan is first. He's also made 36. So him and Derrick are tied. By the way,
Ben.
Derrick shot 32% in overtime and DeMar shot 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
DeMar was clutch, man. DeMar was
Yeah.
different.
DeMar
Ben
is just on
Jordan.
another level. Ben Gordon is fourth. He shot 34.
Pau Gasol.
Good one.
I'm just trying-
Gasol is ninth. 15 he scored.
Luol Deng. He had a lot of clutch shots. In
Luol
overtime.
Deng is third with
Yeah.
34.
Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Captain Kirk is 11th. He's 15.
Joakim, no.
Yep. Joakim
Yeah,
is on
Joakim's
this
on there. Yeah.
23. He
Okay.
shot the highest with 53%.
I would hope so.
And
He's
how
shooting
many-
just
how
right
many more
by
is
the
there?
basket.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Lauri Markkanen.
11.
Yeah. How is he 11th?
Yeah.
I thought Luol
No.
was 11th.
Yeah, he's 13. He's made 11.
13. Okay. Oh, okay.
11 field goals.
Shot in the dark, Nate Robinson.
Yeah. No. Oh, okay. Did I say Zach?
No,
Zach
but
Levine.
Zach is on here with fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
31.
Kobe White.
Kobe's on here. He's in 10th with 15.
Jimmy?
Jimmy is 6th with 25.
As much as I want to say Giddy, I feel like he hasn't been on the team long
Yeah,
enough to.
I don't think he's.
Is
Is Kobe?
He already said
Kobe should
Kobe.
be on.
Oh, you did say
Yeah.
Kobe. Sorry.
Yeah.
All big
I
men.
did say- all big men.
Boozer?
Oh, Vooch.
Yeah, Vooch
Both
is
of
on
them.
here. Boozer's not on here.
I didn't.
They bench Boozer at the end of the game. Come on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. God, get defense.
Vooch is 8th with 16.
All
Was
big
the Black
men.
Panther on there?
No.
Nikola?
Wait, who's the Black Panther?
The Black Panther? That's Wendell
Wendell.
Carter Jr. Okay.
Marichek.
My idol. Miritich?
He wasn't on the team long enough, I think.
Hmm. You said it's all big men.
Omir
Jail-
Ashik.
No.
She can destroy.
I
no?
wish.
Yeah. Taj Gibson?
Taj Gibson, yes, he is 12th. He had 11.
Aaron Gray.
Ooh, Aaron Gray.
Brad Miller?
Brad
Nope.
Miller. Good one.
Sal, you did mention him early or our last game.
Our last game, I mentioned you.
Kurt Thomas?
Shoot.
Nope.
Kurt Thomas?
Nope.
Nazi Mohammed.
Nope. Oh, that was my guy.
Not Nasty Nas, man. I mentioned him last game. Shoot, come on, big man. I mentioned him last game.
Tyrese Thomas?
Tyrese Thomas not there. He is from Argentina.
Noach?
Yep.
Andres
had
Noach.
11.
You said big man. Does
He was a
count
small
as
forward.
Oh yeah.
So that was
He's a
a
stretch
lot.
Close
forward.
enough.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he would be a 4 now.
And then
Yeah, he'd be center on this team.
the last one, he hates mascots.
Robin Lopez.
Rolo?
Hell yeah, Robin Lopez.
Hell yeah. Respect. I love Rolo.
He had 10.
Man.
Nice.
I didn't like him initially when he came to the Bulls because he got traded for Derek, but like I thoroughly enjoyed having Rolo on the
For
team.
sure.
He was
For
entertaining.
sure. Yes. Yeah, he was
All
the
right, that was-
entertainer during the shit years.
That was Categories. Gentlemen, welcome back to the show. And Coach, thanks for putting together a good game for us here. I thoroughly enjoyed this. It's good to be back. We do have one more episode coming out, or we don't have one episode coming out before the holiday season. So before we cut out of here, what do you guys got for the Bulls fans? It's going to be hard. I know. It's going to be hard to stay positive, but what do you got?
I got nothing Bulls related. Well, kind of. One's kind of. So I will be missing the game on New Year's Eve because I'm going to a Bucks game. My dad got a box for
Ooh,
New Year's Eve, so that's what we're doing.
good for you.
And then my second thing I want to say is kind of like, it's a mystery, but also like grosses me out and grinds my gears is, so we're all men. We all use urinals when we go to the bathroom, right?
I like where this is going. That's fine. All right.
Do you guys ever go into a urinal and like there's hair in there? Like, do you ever wonder like how does this hair get in there? Like, it has to be pubic hair.
How much hair is in your what?
Oh, it's not
How
my
much hair is in
bathroom. It's
there?
not my bathroom. No, this is the
How much
bathroom
hair?
at work. This is a
But how
bathroom at
much?
work. It's usually
Yeah.
just like 3 or 4 like strands, but they're like
It could be someone scratching their head or something.
no. This is no. It doesn't look like head hair.
I mean,
it looks like
Well, I
it
don't
either
know.
came from like their facial hair or like someone's just fucking just
I don't know.
butt trimming their stuff and then just going straight to work.
At the fear of like, I'm just going to say probably just a couple stragglers. We all have different grooming habits, but I see what you mean. I tend to notice that
Like,
thing
I
just because
just get grossed out. I'm just like, come on, like
I do
come
too.
on,
I look
man.
for safe like landing zones because like my biggest fear is, obviously splashback and all that. So I take necessary safety precautions. And one of the things, especially because if you're going to the bathroom next to somebody, you have to, okay, I'm going to add to that. When you're peeing in a urinal and there's somebody by you, do you
This is for
feel
the
like
ladies.
like I have to look forward? I cannot look, I have to look straight forward.
And so guys pee and we do one of two things. We're either looking straight at it
Yes.
or we're looking straight up.
Yes.
You do not turn your head to the side at all. Even if you're peeing next to a wall.
You guys don't?
You lock eyes? Are you a lock eyer? You just-
I ghost
Hey.
them sometimes.
Nice.
I don't even
See if they need help.
just watching them and you're just like, I don't even have to go. Just killing time.
Hey, nice stream. Nice stream. Way to go.
Yeah,
You're
gonna need
pretty
to
healthy
drink more
guy,
water, fella. Coach, besides any bathroom habits, what do you got before we cut out of here?
I've been watching a lot of college basketball because I tried to become a degenerate gambler again. And for some reason, I decided, you know what? I'm going to bet on some terrible basketball. But what that did cause me to do is watch a Cal basketball game. And I learned that Scottie Pippen's son is on that team, Justin Pippen, and he is good. It is fun watching him. And Scottie, both times I've watched, Scottie's been at the game, and it's good to see Scottie happy again. But
Yeah.
if you guys get a chance, check out a
Chester
Cal
Cheeto
basketball
looking
game.
ass.
Justin Pippen is a really good player. He's averaging like 24 points a game or something like that. He's been killing it. And he's
We
usually
talking
getting like a block or a steal.
We're talking like second rounder or first rounder potentially.
I don't know. I haven't seen him on any draft board. So he's a
Could be
sophomore
sleeper.
right now.
Could be a sleeper.
I don't know if
Could be a
he's
sleeper.
he'll stay in longer. He may, but just go watch him. Stop looking at players, like college players, as, hey, when are they going to get into the league? Just watch them for college basketball because it's such a different game, but it's really fun to watch. Like, watch the Cal game if you can check it out.
I like
Justin Pippen's really good.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like how often, like Rob Dillingham, he killed it at Kentucky. He is terrible. I think he was a top 3 pick. He is terrible.
I think he was 7th, like top 7.
But either way, how many Bulls players have we drafted that have been terrible? That were McDermott. Look at McDermott. He was unstoppable in college. Look at Jimmer Fredette. He was unstoppable in college. It doesn't matter. It's a different game. You can play different. You play against different.
Do you guys remember Russell O'Neal?
Yeah.
I do. How he was
he went to Iowa State.
How he was great, and then he got into the league. And granted, it was mainly because he didn't want to be on an airplane, but like, it sucked.
Yeah. Honestly, I like that statement. Because I feel like the majority of the people who consume college basketball and really college sports as a whole, we really just consume them to be like, see who's coming into the league. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we watch for. We watch it because I got to watch a BYU game because AJ DeBanza is going to go to the NBA. I got to see how good he plays. And I feel like there's a lot of players that need to be appreciated as just good college players. Like, they don't have any intention, either they have intention or don't, of coming into the NBA. They play good, and I feel like, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Need to be appreciate the player. Watch games for games. Don't watch games to scout. Very good. I like that. That being said, I'm gonna have to watch a Cal game. So
you should, man. It's fun. He's good. The Cal's really good too.
I'm a big fan of like the sons of former NBA players, not just Bulls players, but I'm a big fan of like the offspring of players.
Check out a Syracuse game because Carmelo Anthony's on that team. Yeah, he's on that team. There's a bunch of them. Check out a Duke game. Both of Boozer's sons on there. There's a bunch of
Gilbert Arenas. It's a very nepotized heavy. I shouldn't say nepotized, but it's a very
what's
heavy.
I think it's fair.
But do you notice how some of the players that like are coming in that are good, it's the parents that actually like hustled and like pushed their sons.
I mean,
like not to shit on LeBron, but Bryce, he's not good. He's not going to come out to the league. They're talking about redshirting him. You're not hearing that about other players like
Bronny.
I think just same thing with Bronny. He wasn't that good, but I'm not trying to shit on LeBron. It's just like a lot of these players that like they got put in this nepotism of we just have so much money that we don't have to try. And you're seeing players like Scottie Pippen's son who is killing it. Even Rodman's kids, like his daughter is possibly the best soccer player in the world right now.
Trinity? Yeah.
Yeah, she is so good. But it's like those players that like, well, part of it is Rodman wasn't any part of her life, but that's another thing. But it's like you're seeing a lot of the nepotism of they're just kind of giving it and not enough of they have to earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the reason why I love that, Michael Jordan's kids never made it to the league because there was no push for them to get in the league. It was just, your job is to be Michael Jordan's kid. I don't want to be in the league. I don't care to be in the league. Just because my father is Michael Jordan doesn't mean I have to be in the league. Whereas like with your Bronny, and again, I'm not trying to talk smack about LeBron James, but like, I feel like LeBronny's future was a piggyback of his dad's. I feel like the day that he went to college, it was already set in stone. He's going to go to the league, whether he sucks or not. He's going to league. He's going to play with his dad so that his dad could break records and add to his saga. Whatever. If you think that's cool, that's cool. But if you think it's kind of a cop out, because in my opinion, why are you basing this kid's future off of his dad? I'm not saying he didn't want to go pro. I'm not saying he was forced by any means, but it's like you're writing his dad's story at the sake of their kids. And that's why I'm glad to see players like, Kian and Cam and all those players that came up, earning it. I mean, that's what they want. I want to go to the league. I want to play. I want to bust my ass and make it to the league. Not because of who my parent was, but because I'm going to show you I'm good enough. You know what I mean? Like Cam Boozer is arguably going to be one of the best kids in the nation. You know what I mean? I want to see that depends how long he stays there. He probably could have a better year at Duke than his father. You know, that's how hard he's grinding. For me to close it out here, I just honestly, I want to thank the Bulls fans for sticking through not just this show, but just, it really is a beautiful thing that despite how good our team started and how bad we've been lately, that we still have the heart to stick around and watch the games. Call it ignorance on our part, but it's a very beautiful thing to know that this Bulls fan base has dedication to a subpar product, and we are just, no matter what cost, we're sticking it through to the end. I said it once and I'll say it again. My goal of this show isn't to achieve any numbers. It is to broadcast a Bulls championship. At one point in my podcasting career, I want to be doing a championship Bulls episode. Whether I'm 140 years old, I want that to be the end goal. And also just to wish everyone, you know, whether you celebrate it or not, just wish a safe and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I know it's kind of taboo to say that, but we celebrate Christmas, so I'm going to wish people Merry Christmas. You know, I'm not, you know, have a safe holiday. Happy Hanukkah, happy whatever holiday you celebrate. Happy everything.
Happy Festivus.
Please do it safely. I want nothing but safety for our fans and just have a good time. With that being said, we encourage our Bulls fans and our Horniacs to see red, go Bulls, and again, happy holidays, everybody.